Okay, there. We're now live on both. Let's quiet down all of my other... Quiet down the messengers. There's nothing I should have to reply today. First in the morning. Alright. First things first, I need to fuel my truck up. Uh... I planned this poorly. There is not a fuel stop nearby. That's gonna be right there, the nearest one. I guess I will just go and see if I can get there. This is a tricky yard to get in and out of. Not one I would want to. One that would probably take me a while to get sorted out. Well, the upside is it is late at night. There's no traffic. Just bomb out into the street. I like this. Stopping uses most of your fuel, so if we can just coast along, that's better. Oh, right. We also need a rest stop. I forgot about that. We might... We might lose our goal though if we do a rest stop before. I think we're gonna have to take that risk. Hey Shadow Gamer, how's it going? I am doing good this morning. Definitely forgot where I was at in this game, and am now having to... Oops. Should have maybe gone a bit slower than that. No entry, but I'm pretty sure that's for people who care. So I should have come in from the other side, yeah. Makes sense. Alright, so we're gonna park right here. And then we rest. And then we see if we can still... Okay. Can we still do same run from before? Oh, I like that run better. I mean, okay. Let's get back to just the runs from here. That run is also fantastic, all the way up into Norway. Oh, that's a beautiful run. 2,497 kilometers. But I think we're going to continue going down the coast here. But yeah, we're going to go to Portugal. I like that plan. So yeah, I lost the original run, I think. Or no, the original run is still right here. I could haul motorcycles to, like into about the middle of Spain. But hauling train undercarriages all the way down into Portugal, I like that. That's my new GPS destination. I do still have to figure out fuel at some point in this. I'm hoping I can make it to the fuel stop. Yeah, I should have about 40 kilometers to empty. That hopefully will be enough to get me to the fuel stop that I had set up. or I guess the only fuel stop that was available. Might be driving like an idiot, but I can still use signals. Freight market. What are the different configurations? Are there any? I can basically pick the trailer color. Red was fine. So take that job. Hey, Gaming Zone, how's it going? Alright, and that's that trailer right there. Could have guessed since it has the train undercarriages on it. Alright. Back up to that trailer. Alright. So we are set up. We are coupled in. Now, we just need to get to that gas station. The rest of the trip should be pretty easy. So. This is a yield, but we've got no traffic coming, so we're just going to go over the line so our trailer can swing nice and wide. Gave me way more room than I needed, but we love having more room than we need rather than less. And I'm... Why is... There, okay. Like, why is my engine brake not working? RPMs are too low for the engine brake to actually do much. Okay, nice and slow over those bumps. We slowed down for resist. Oh, that was a light. It is green, so we don't need to slow down for it. Let's take a look at the map again. Yeah, so that is our first chance to fuel up, and it is 100 kilometers away. We're probably not making that. So we'll do our best to be fuel efficient. But I don't think we can make it. This is my own fault. I should have thought ahead of the fact that I was in a rush, so I let myself run my fuel low. I didn't realize there wouldn't be a gas station anywhere in Nice. feel like I'm going to actually do this under speed limit, just because that is more fuel efficient. Probably not making it. Regardless, I don't think that's going to be enough to make it work out for me. But this is 70 is a much more fuel efficient speed than 90. Is this a toll? Yeah. So we'll ease off the throttle. We don't need to. So I've got two different fuel estimates. One says 55, one says 27. I don't know which to believe. Both of them should be too short, but one's too short by a much smaller amount. Alright, let me just coast on in. Then we shift early so that we keep our RPM low, because that is where we're most fuel efficient. We care more about fuel efficiency than we do about speed. Of course, I do actually need to get up to speed eventually in order to be efficient that way. Fuel efficiency is actually a complicated subject, because you're more efficient at sort of medium speeds, because for most vehicles around 70 to 80 is peak fuel efficiency. As you go past that, the wind resistance is now hard enough that it is basically costing you fuel, but below that you're basically not wasting. Your engine is not, if you are down at like 20 kilometers an hour, your engine's working harder. There's putting more effort in than the car actually needs it to. You're burning more fuel than you need to. So you want to be going fast enough that your car is actually using that fuel to turn it into power. Alright, we're down to like single digits for fuel. But it's coming up right there. Do we make it? You are out of fuel. Yes, I am. But why have my electronics turned off? Is the answer I would like to. I might be able to coast my way into this. I have like literally made it to the point of. Oh no, I'm not going to make it because I slowed down too much for the roundabout, I'm pretty sure. Oh man. Maybe. As long as I don't try to go into the same spot that that truck just went, there's a chance. And as long as there's no uphill in this, if I can just coast my way through. Come on. Hell yes. We're doing 8 kilometers an hour into. Yep. Let's fuel her up. Wow. That was nice. We like that. I literally stalled out on the highway just before getting there. Now, in real life, this could be a much bigger problem than it was, just because I made it to the... Whoa. Can I get around this way? I'm putting myself in... I'm going to have to loop out, am I not? Yes, I'm going to have to loop out of here. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, so in real life, especially with diesels, if you run them out of fuel, there's a possibility that they will not just start. You will have to bleed the fuel system of air and then actually get it started. But man, that was wild. Yield, there's none coming through there, so we can just go back to that roundabout that we came in on and back out onto the highway. There, we're bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, full of fuel, on our way to Portugal. Stay on the road. I hate the tolls less so because they're tolls and more so because they stop me. That constant stopping, basically coming down to stop paying and then getting back up to speed is annoying. And it's funny, I never really thought about the fact that there could be a lot of toll roads in Europe, and I don't know why, but for me that just didn't seem like a thing I expected. No, our speed has increased, so let's get back up there. We don't care about fuel efficiency as much anymore, so let's go get it. We still have 1,800 kilometers to go. Need to be a few rest stops in there. Move over that middle lane because I'm pretty sure the right lane stops. At least we have 2 lanes here, and it didn't just turn down to 1. to get over to that right lane before that bus or before that truck sneaks up on us and suddenly I'm trapped in a lane I don't want to be in. I've accused this game of being very samey in the landscape before, but this does actually, like, this does not look like the sort of landscape that... Yes, okay. I did not mean to downshift. I meant to signal over only. Backwards. Oh, basically the same button with a modifier, so this stuff happens. But yeah, so this definitely does look different landscape-wise, so not the sameness that I have seen elsewhere in the game. So I'm glad to see there is more variety than I was starting to be concerned about. We're coming back up to another toll. Down to stopped, up to speed. Down to stopped, up to speed. Silly game we just keep playing. I feel for big rigs this should just be a case like this should... It does make sense for you to stop that much traffic. Having a card that can be read at speed and charge an account just seems to be the smart way to do that. And I don't know, that might be actually the way it's done in Europe, because I know in a lot of America and Canada, that's the way you can basically register for the toll system, and you put a sticker on, it reads the sticker, you just go through at speed, and it sends the bill to the appropriate place. So that big rig is moving other big rigs. Veering off of out of my lane. Also, we do want to slow down because this lane is leaving. I don't know how much we need to slow down, but definitely need to slow down a fair bit. I would like to not tip my trailer. Mind you, at least on this trailer, the center of gravity is quite low, so the tipping hazard is not a significant issue. Alright, how much do we pay in loan installments? $11,000. Yep. That's a doozy. But that $11,000 got us a company with 3 trucks, so 3 drivers making money on this. So we're ahead of the game. We are making money. I'm just gonna sort of dart over this way. Yeah, okay, so you can register the button press, but until you stop, the toll is not paid. Okay, so we're gonna move over so we're not crowding that big rig in. And he is accelerating faster than us, so I could have just pulled in behind him and not blocked off traffic, because we do have a white car behind that big rig that would probably like to get by. But I am occupying the place where you probably want to be right now. And we are starting to pull on them. So I guess the thing, if I'm stopping a lot for tolls, I'm not having to stop for, I've said in this game, I never have to do brake check stops. And in real life, if you're going down a hill, you need to stop and like go over your truck and make sure that you are good to go down a steep hill. Because the catastrophe of a truck going down a big hill and having its brake fail is really, really bad. So I have to stop in one place, don't have to stop in another. It kind of evens out over whatever, over time. What is the game? This is European Truck Simulator 2. We're currently driving from France to Portugal. And I need to be, nope. I really need to be in that lane, sir. There was a car in the left lane that was speeding past. The far left lane was completely open. He could just have moved over, but he did not want to. There he comes. This is the sort of car that in real life probably would road rage on me and get cranky, flip me off, whatever. It was definitely last Monday was a wild day for me. I was driving and I had two people get very irritated with me for things that they did wrong. I had a lady that pulled out in front of me, cut me off, and then when I was turning, so I basically was in the turning lane next to them, was flipping me the bird the whole time. And it's like, I didn't do anything. She cut me off, I slowed down, I followed her. Like, I was going down the same road as her, so I was driving behind her. I wasn't following her per se, but like, I was behind her for a while. And then as I was turning off, she was flipping me the bird, and I'm like, you cut me off. That was literally the only thing that happened, or only, like, the only thing that happened between us that was at all odd, was you cutting me off and you're flipping me the bird. And then there was another car that just, on the highway, had very inconsistent speed, so whenever, like, I was doing the speed I was driving, I had set cruise control. So when he slowed down, I passed him. When he sped up, he passed me. And at some point, this irritated him. And it was just like, I don't... Yeah. And I think it was that he basically ended up, as I was passing him, he ended up getting stuck behind a slow car briefly. And that's the only thing I can think of that would have got him angry. But it was just like, you are being inconsistent in your speed. I'm not leapfrogging you because I want to leapfrog you. I am leapfrogging you because I am just trying to maintain the speed that I am driving. Because it's a 4-lane highway. There's nothing weird going on the highway. There's nothing that warrants changing your speed. People are weird. It was a full moon. I'm going to blame it on that. I don't really believe in that, but I'm going to blame it on that anyway. very twitchy. We need to be over in the lane. I'm not cutting out you off, red car. I simply need to be in this lane, and you are... The car just simply did not want to slow down. But left lane's completely open. Oh, there he goes. Now he's starting to pass. Come on, little truck, you can do it. We can get up to 90. I believe in you. Hello, how's it going? I need to start doing the math on my rest stop. The game is European Truck Simulator 2. We're currently driving from France to Portugal. At some points, a truck must have made a delivery because my money's gone up and I don't know when that happened. Let's get over to that right lane. Hope it doesn't disappear immediately on me. Cool. It does not. We like that. So on this channel we do play other games. Most of it is Farming Simulator on the weekends. For me, I play every Monday. I play European Truck Simulator right now. It's either been American Truck Simulator or European Truck Simulator for a bit now. But yes, we do play other games depending on what we have going on in life right now. Oh, and we're coming up to another toll. Pay our toll and off we go. So I see one of my messenger groups is currently going nuts. I know basically there's a conversation going in there that I'm like tempted to jump into and see what's going on. This is one of the things I need to not do. I need to let things go. I don't need to be a part of every conversation in the various projects I have ongoing. I always have a hard time letting go of involvement, but I'm involved in too many things, so taking the time to sit back and relax is important to me. Which is right now the only time I actually get to gaming right now is Mondays. But hopefully later in the year I can get back to doing weekend streams and we can get the 3Js all together and for some game. What are we slowing down for? Oh, we're crossing the border. And the speed limit here is 50. That'd be why everyone's slowing down. And now we're back to speed limit is 90. like those houses in the valley there. It's a cool look. I would love to visit that this area of Spain just for the architecture. We went down to 80, now we're back up at 90. This is just a beautiful landscape. Okay. Don't like the engine brake because I don't want to lose the cruise control setting, but also, I mean, 95 is fine. 95 is not bad. That is definitely the one thing where I like to set up American Truck Simulator or European Truck Simulator to be as realistic as possible. Like I've said in the driver's seat, I don't do drive from the exterior view, all that stuff. But also, I would like to be able to look around at the landscape a bit more than is feasible without wandering off the road. What I'd actually love is be able to have the game be like, all right, I'm going to lock you to this speed and this lane for a moment. You can now use the camera to like pan around and take a look at the landscape. And it's not realistic. It's just one of those things that would be really cool to be able to do just for checking out the areas you are in. Which of these is open to me? Oh, the very end ones. Okay. The very end one and only the very end one. Stop really soon here. Let's see. Yeah, rest stop is in 2 hours. Let's take a look at the map. So there's no rest stop at that one. So yeah, right there, fuel and rest stop is going to have to happen there, and it's actually going to be just about perfectly placed. So that is where we will stop and rest. I like it when it works out. When a plan comes together, we are doing good. But I like this. I don't know if that's a train bridge or if that is something else, but I like that bridge. So as I would absolutely love to do a tour of Europe. I'm not really a history buff, but I'm just fascinated by everything old, and Europe is a place where, man, it is not hard to get to. Like, basically, it's not. There is so much history there that museums have things that are like basically museums go back through thousands of years of history, and it's just amazing. It's just one of the things we don't have that here in North America because, well, the indigenous cultures were as basically to the best of the ability of the colonials wiped out. So a lot, like most of that history just got destroyed and lost. Whereas Europe, it's just been a continuous history of building over civilization, building over civilization, building over civilization. So you just get that. You get that breadth of history that we don't get here. On the flip side, to be able to drive 2,000 kilometers, I have to go through 3 to 4 countries, if not more. Where in North America, 2,000 kilometers? I could do that without leaving my province. And everyone's in my lane for some reason. It's the only lane I get to use. They get to use a bunch of other lanes. But they're all here in mine. Alright. We got through that toll. There's literally no one else here. Last person through, apparently. This means I don't have to worry about hitting anyone on the way out. So we're now basically to the red portion of our need a rest stop soon. But this should time up perfectly. I'm hoping it does. Sweet, got a driver, made me $500. Is turning it to be worth his paycheck. So I can be in that side section, but I don't know why I can be in that side section because I can't actually leave through there. It's a very interesting setup. It just keeps going along next to the highway. Are there... Oh, so no, there's like... These are just two highways running parallel to each other. But that highway has its own exits that I can't get to. So that's why I can get onto that, because if I need to be on that exit, I would need to be on that highway, not this one. That's weird to me. That is kind of wild. You have basically a supplementary highway to give you your exits for your main highway. That seems kind of wild to me. And then that merges back on. We are staying right, left, not right. I definitely have a bit of that left-right dyslexia. Left and right don't actually make sense in my brain. I will say left when I mean right, right when I mean left. About pretty close to 50% of the time. I have to really think about it to not do it. Ooh, I see our fuel stop is coming up ahead. Stop. That'll also be our rest stop. So let's just pull in, actually let's pull in over here. There, we have our rest. Wake up at 3:30 in the morning and go back to driving. What are you guys? This is where your guys have stopped? This is your rest stop area? Alright, that works for you. Kind of gets in the way of me getting to my fuel, but whatever, I'll be fine. Alright, we're fueled up, rested up, ready to go. So about 15 hours to go. Oh, nice. In 3 weeks, you've put on 200 hours. That is absolutely nuts. That is a ton of playtime. I wish I could play this much, that much of this game, but I don't have the free time right now. But it is a fantastic game. I love it. Basically, both this and American Truck Simulator are, for me, I really love the fact that they're just games that I can pick up really easily, because it doesn't matter what I was doing before. There's no story to keep track of. There's no what was my current progress. It's like find cargo to deliver and go deliver it. Sure, my trucking company will be where it is at. They'll want to buy new trucks and hire new drivers and all that, but that's pretty linear. That just sort of, oh, I've got money, buy a new truck, put a driver in it, and the company expands. I'm never lost at where I am, so it doesn't matter if I haven't been able to play for a month or whatever. I can just hop back in it, and it's just immediately back to the joy of driving. It's not ever, oh, well, I don't remember where I am, so I may as well start from scratch, because that happens to me in a lot of games. That's one of the things where I'm like, I just can't play Farm Simulator right now, because I don't play enough of it to really keep track of where I am, and then I lose interest because I end up starting the game from scratch too many times. I also do find it's a very relaxing game for me. Yeah, I mean, the AI drivers are not perfectly realistic. However, they're not worse than real drivers. The AI drivers at least only ever cut you off accidentally, or slam into the side of you accidentally, because they don't know better. In real life, there are people who will do their best to make your life miserable because they're angry and on the road and hate you. So I'll take the AI drivers over real drivers. It's easier to not be mad at the AI drivers, I find, than actual real drivers who've decided that they hate you for no reason. I was telling this story just earlier about last week. I had a lady cut me off and then got mad at me, was flipping me the bird, and just super angry at me. Meanwhile, the only thing that happened is she cut me off, and I got a little bit close because she cut me off, so I had to slow down. My car did get close to hers while basically before I had slowed down enough to not be moving faster than her, and she got up to enough speed. But that was it. She cut me off, and then was like flipping me the bird later because apparently this offended her, and it's like, I didn't do anything. All I did was not slam into you when you cut me off. So you being mad at me is really entirely a you problem. I'm not going to waste. Basically, I'm not going to get mad at you because you are not worth my time. And I really need to be over a lane. So there we go. That was close. And we come up to another toll. We're always coming up to a toll. This is a interesting looking toll setup here. I don't. There's just a unique look there. Haven't seen one quite like that before. Sun's coming up behind us. Getting the sunset or sunrise in the mirror. The thing I hate by the tolls is it just takes so long to get the truck back up to speed after. I'm sure we'll hit a lot more tolls. We still got 1,000 kilometers left to go. So we've got at least one more rest stop. Nice slow courses where you can just coast along, no throttle, no nothing. Just hold speed perfectly. I feel like I need to deliver down in Spain more, just because the change of scenery is nice. I imagine Italy is also quite a big change in scenery compared to Central Europe. Yes, yes we are. There's definitely quite a few of these big bridges that... Oh, there's a train on that bridge currently. There's a few of these big bridges that just go over land that seem wildly expensive to build and don't make sense, but I guess it's... Someone did the math on it and went, yep, rather than have the highway drop down to the ground, this makes more sense. So, it is what it is. Hey Alex, how's it going? That's an interesting overpass. I assume that's pedestrian overpass. I'm trying to decide whether I try to finish this run today or not. At some point I need to do lunch and get productive today, and I have less time today to be productive than I would like. But I also would love to finish this run, and we are down under 1,000 kilometers left. I still do have about 12 hours left, so basically it should be one more rest stop, and then I should be good after that. I do love it when the highways are just kind of low traffic like this, and you can just bomb along, not have to care at all. It can also get kind of monotonous and boring, but we've got changes in landscape, we've got corners, we've got things to keep us awake. I do like it when the sun sets. When the sun is behind me, not driving into the sunrise or into the sunset sucks. So the conditions here are just nice. And bonus points that the landscape is refreshing after everything being very same for the last few runs I did. I realize now, I don't know that we have enough money to pay the loan installment for today, because I won't be paying, or I won't be making any actual money today, and we need to because we need to pay 11,000 and something per day, and we're at 9,700. A little bit of debt won't be a problem. I mean, we could always just take up another little bitty loan. And as soon as this drive is done, I think this drive is paying us about 40,000, so it won't be a big deal. But I do wonder if we might be in the negatives at the end of the day here. Just about came into that car's lane. That would have been bad. And entirely my fault. speed. I'm gonna have to pause just a second. I think that is a message I have to take. Okay. Should be all I need. Messages have a way to suddenly turn into big involved conversations with a bunch of people, and it sometimes drives me nuts. Okay. I had it set, and then I unset the cruise control for whatever reason. Let's go. Do I have to downshift, or I'm just best to hold even right here? Say hi again, Alex. With your 4 rejected messages. On that side road. That side road looks like it goes somewhere cool. So one problem I run into with American Truck Simulator and European Truck Simulator, I see the stuff going on the side of the road sometimes and go, I want to go there. I want to check that out. There are times. So there was a game called Off-Road Delivery Service, and I feel like that maybe went to 100% up my alley. where I get to play with basically like same sort of thing where deliver from point A to point B, except for there's no route. You got to find your own way from point A to point B, and I really love that idea. I think that is a fantastic game idea, and I remember way back in the day. Oh, and I see Alex has redacted his hi again. Really have no idea what you're doing, but if you're enjoying yourself, I don't see a reason to stop you. Yeah, I remember way back when I was a kid, there was a game called 4x4 Evolution. I think it was the second one. But basically, you had these missions where you had to like go and find something. So it's just a big open patch of wilderness, and then you have a 4x4 vehicle, and you have to go do whatever. And it was fantastic fun. It was such a great game. I remember enjoying that so much. But there's just none of the 4x4 games I played have ever sort of recaptured what I enjoyed about that. So I'm hoping Off-Road Delivery Service does. All right. Taking another moment. All right. Well, I feel like this is going to be an ongoing back and forth conversation, but it's not enough that I feel like I need to stop playing, so I'm going to try to manage both. Why did life get so busy? I envied my days of being a kid where I had nothing going on. I could play video games for 7 hours in a day, and like basically I could just go like, all right, it's 10 in the morning. I'm going to play video games till 5, and there's going to be no interruptions. I will forget to eat. I'll forget to blink. And yeah, no, that was. I don't know. I like basically I could make myself not busy. I enjoy all the things I've got that keep me busy, but I also miss just having that completely uninterrupted free time. And I'm sure I could make it, but making it always, yeah, I don't know. Making free time can be rough. Oh, hey Michael, how's it going? I'm kind kind of surprised it's only 80 degrees there. I would have thought it would be hotter there by now. Oh, I'm catching traffic. I feel like that means there's got to be a drop in speed limit here somewhere. But maybe I'm not. Maybe that's not correct. I just had a thought I need to check up on it before. Oh, sweet. Driver came in. Jacob came in with a $4,200 delivery. So we will actually come out with positive money at the end of the day. That's nice. We like that. You know, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, that to me is perfect motorcycle riding weather. I'll take that. That is a great level of heat. I enjoy it. Oh, that was my fault. I accidentally jerked the joystick. Yeah, I think the high of today is supposed to be 12 degrees Celsius. I'll let you figure out the Fahrenheit conversion on that. It's just not a particularly warm day here. Yep, Euro Truck Simulator 2. We should, in theory, be approaching Portugal. We're about middle of Spain right now, so we've still got a ways to go before we are anywhere near Portugal. But France to Portugal is today's drive. You know, I'm just gonna say, Jacob brings in thousands of dollars when he brings me money. You bring me like $500. There's a notable income difference between you two. Not saying he's a better driver, but all I'm saying is if I had to lay one of you off, that choice wouldn't be hard. Alright, let's slow us right on down. Hi again, Michael. At some point I would get back to American Truck Simulator, but I'm not going to play American Truck Simulator again until I own the Texas expansion. Gotta go visit Michael's hometown. or at least get as close as I can. A lot of tunnels here. Tunnel off on the side there, tunnel up ahead, tunnel behind us, tunnels for the other side of the highway. This is some nice unique landscape here. I wonder how long this tunnel is. Well, I've been through this tunnel before. This is a tunnel that kept going for a long ways. The weather's been unusually good for the entire time that I've been. Basically, for the last little bit I'm playing, I'm trying to think the last time I encountered rain or anything that's not like bright blue skies. I'm not complaining, the bright blue skies are nice. Loan installment paid, we still have money in the bank. We love it. Let's see, 2.5 hours to the next rest stop, so we won't go on to that quite yet. We'll give it another hour and then plan out when we need to do that rest stop. Hopefully I'm not going to run into trouble of not being able to find a rest stop. I'm doing good, Michael. How are you doing? Alright, have a good night. Hope we'll see you again in the future. next rest stop. Oh, there's fuel. I could rest there. None of those are even remotely convenient. The next rest stop is 4 hours away. No, that's... What is even going on? Let's see. How about that? If we do that rest stop, that fuel, I guess actually if we do that fuel and then that rest stop, that is a confusing mess. 'Cause that is, oh, how do I get to that if I just want to get to that? Okay, so we come this way. Okay, that is actually the, well, yeah, screw it, we'll do it. That is horrifically messy and what the hell, but we'll do it. It is annoying that there's no rest stops between, but that is a real trucker problem of not being able to find the rest stop that you need to get to your destination. It is absolute BS. Too early to get tired, you gotta make it a bit farther, dude. Oh, jerking the joystick around. That'd be nice where it would be. I would love to have a wheel setup, but I could not currently justify a wheel setup for American Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator. Yeah, I'm like, there's a car in that blind spot. That just massively in that blind spot, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, so I want to stay in this lane. Yeah, I'm just trying to go straight through this, so I want to stay as far left as I can. Still not time for our turnoff, so we stay on the highway. Gotta be getting up to our turnoff soon here. Hey Nathan, how's it going? And hopefully when we hit that turnoff, I can do it right, because that's a bit of a mess. I am doing fantastic. Alright, is this our turn off finally? It's gotta be coming up soon. No, still not our turn off. Like, about 20 minutes left. Yeah, I guess it was a little bit past, so not the end of the world. Whatever. So yeah, I keep myself very busy beyond YouTube, which is why I don't actually stream that much on this channel right now. But the biggest thing that keeps me busy is mostly I do a lot of sword fighting. I actually teach basically I teach HEMA, historical European martial arts, as well as practice several different types of sword fighting. Beyond that, when this weather's nice, I do spend as much time as I possibly can out hiking and riding motorcycles. I absolutely love the outdoors. And it doesn't matter if I'm spending it on the highways, because I do love driving, or if I'm out hiking in nature. This would be a more convenient fuel stop than the one I'm going to take, so I should have taken that one. Oh. Making mistakes. Oof. Oh. I mean, for all the things I could have gotten a violation there for, I'll take the not sleeping. Sherman sells it accessible? That sounds interesting. So there, my turnoff is coming up ahead. We're going to hit a lot of roundabouts in this. This is pretty much going to be all roundabouts all the way through. Yeah, it was definitely one of those of oh no. Okay, thank goodness. My car accepted me cutting them off with grace and dignity, which is good, because I needed that. Okay, I'm really not driving particularly well here. All right. 12,000 people. That is a lot of people. It's got to be a huge festival. This is definitely a interesting roundabout setup for this. I don't think I've ever seen this before. A roundabout with a highway through the middle of it, and the roundabout gets lights. Yeah, there's a few events that I'd like to go to that get up into the 20 to 30,000 people attending, and they're like 2-week long events. But time and money, time and money. But there's definitely a lot of the Before I started doing sword fighting as a hobby, I had zero idea that this is a thing you could do. I had zero idea this was a hobby that people did. I think I need to be on this. Yeah, okay, yeah, this tracks. Oh, this is such a mess of roads. And then I need to be over here, because here's my rest stop. And this is just literally it. It's a parking lot for, like, for truckers. Done and done. Alright. Set up almost like I planned it. We will go back farther so we're not sticking our nose out. I love it when you've got the shade, because you can use that. Wait, but now there. The rest stop needs me to be in a specific place. It's weird. Okay, and we're back. Say, what is my favorite car? My current favorite car is the Jaguar F-Type. It is a really fun car to drive. It is a really good sounding car. It's a good looking car, and it is a car that it was basically it's built to be sporty, and it just does that. And I enjoy sports cars like that. It is definitely one of those cars I don't see it being my favorite car for a particularly long time. There are cars that I love for the history they have, but the McLaren, yeah, the McLaren P1 is a fantastic car as well. That's a good choice there, Nathan. It's definitely after like McLaren didn't build anything super exciting for a very long time, and then they started putting out cars again, and they made some really fantastic things. So I am happy McLaren is building cars again, because there's some really cool things that come out of it. Yeah, that's a good dream car to have. That is, if I suddenly had an absolutely bottomless limit, like an unlimited bank account, let's say I won $1 billion, and suddenly money just didn't mean anything anymore. One of the first cars I would buy would be a Lamborghini Aventador. That is just one of those cars that is held on in my imagination for a really long time. It's not my favorite car, and it's not even a car I don't even know if I would really enjoy driving it, but there's just something so good looking about it that I would want to own one. Same way, like I own my actual dream bike. I own my dream bike. My dream bike is a Honda CB1000R. That's it. Nothing super exciting, but it is just the perfect bike. I love every moment I'm on that bike, riding bike, and like, this is one of the nice things about having your dream bike be something that's attainable. I actually own my dream bike. It's nice. But every moment I'm riding that bike is fantastic. It's perfect. It looks exactly the way I want to look. It's just amazing. But if I had all the money in the world, I would immediately go buy a Panigale, or a Ducati Panigale. That is just a bike that looks amazing. It's not the bike I want to ride every day, It's not my dream bike, but that is a bike that is just so good looking. I would buy it just to have it in my garage. I feel like it would end up like in a display case in my living room. Just such a beautiful bike. So that'd be you know, if I ever hit it super rich, that'd be the goal. Buy a Lamborghini and a Ducati, and then just park them in my living room. I mean, I feel like my dream cars that I picked when I was a kid are still largely the cars that really get my imagination going still. Like as a kid, my dream car was the Lamborghini Murcielago, and because of that, the um, the Lamborghini Aventador is still like I look at it and go, yep, that has the same spirit as the old Murcielagos did, and I want it because of that. Yeah, there have been a few Lamborghinis that just didn't do anything for me. They were not at all exciting. I think I want to be on this. I am not sure. I might be making mistakes currently. No, it's discovered right. Yeah, Lambos are pretty good across the board. I think it's the Lamborghini Gallardo. I just never liked. I didn't like the look of it. There was just nothing about it that made me want to own a Lamborghini. But now with the Huracan, the Aventador, like both of those cars are amazing looking cars. And from what I understand, they actually all like they drive well. Probably not something you'd want to drive daily around town. They're a bit awkward for that. But for what they are, they're good cars to drive. The Lamborghini Gallardo was one of the first attempts at basically all of the Lamborghinis at that point were basically V8s, and it was one of the first attempts at doing a V10 Lamborghini. It was basically an Audi R8 with the V10, and it just wasn't a Lamborghini. It just there was something about it where I'm like, no, this is like when the game developers for GTA make a fake car that almost looks like the car but doesn't really look like the car. Yeah, it looked like Lamborghini designers had basically tried making a fake Lamborghini, and I'm like, this is just not right. This doesn't. There's something wrong about this car. I hated it. But Lamborghini hasn't designed anything that hasn't been staggeringly cool for a while now. So Ferrari, on the other hand, is really good at a lot of hits and a lot of miss. Do I watch Sea Boys TV? I do not. Okay, I'll take a look at their videos at some point. Is most of their stuff card content? 'Cause I'm trying to remember. I can't quite remember. I think I've heard of them, but I'm not sure if I can place them. Alright, where am I supposed to be? Okay, cool. I don't know what lane I'm supposed to be in, so I'm just going to stay right here. I feel like I am supposed to be in this lane here now. Yep. Oh, they own two fake Lambos? Interesting. I'm interested to know more. I'll have to check them out. We've got to be getting close to our destination. We're 200 kilometers away still, so we're getting off of the main highways and doing a lot of the weird loop-to-loops around. We'll see you around. Thanks for joining. We'll talk to you later. Oh, I am revving I was revving the engine a little bit higher than I needed to. Be in that lane. Thank you very much. Alright, 175 kilometers left to go. Hopefully this is a nice cooperative road. And I am speeding an absolute shit ton. Let's get us back down to something reasonable. 5 over, it's not the end of the world. It's been a while since we've seen a toll road. I like that. I like not stopping all the damn time. Alright, we're getting close to Portugal. Down to 150 kilometers. I could use my brights before I'm catching up to traffic. But of course now as I say that is I'm going to be catching up to that big rig. They don't really care. They're AI. Their day's not affected by me using my brights. But it still is rude. Pretends like they have feelings. Alright, we are 100 kilometers from our destination. Let's get over and see if we can just pass by this guy. Oh man, I was hoping, like, alright, as soon as we're passing, we can turn our brights back on, but that car is just sort of hanging out in front of him. What? No, speed limit dropped massively. Yeah, that happens. Not the end of the world. Definitely should have stopped and ate lunch by now. But we're so close to the destination that I am going to finish this up before I end the stream. Oh, Mike, there's a toll there, but there's no stop. I wish more tolls were like that. Let me just drive through. I'll pay my $6, just don't make me stop. Stopping is what does it. Stopping is what makes me regret everything. There's just so much less BS required when you can just drive through. Like, traffic doesn't need to get all messed up. There we are, 36 kilometers from destination. I paid my $3 toll. I'm rushing to try to pass by this big rig, and it might be a bad idea because I'm going to have to slow down right after. Yep. So I'm just being a giant dick. Okay, no, that wasn't actually that bad. Not being a giant dick. I didn't inconvenience that truck at all. Passing that truck just wasn't really necessary. Arrived at Faro. Time to deliver, and that will be the end of the stream. Oh, and that is a red light. I should stop for that. Yeah, these traffic circles are wild and weird to me. I don't understand what's going on. What way am I delivering that load in? Okay, need to back that in. So we need to get all the way to this side. should be enough. Now that trailer needs to start coming back. Actually, I've gone too far. So I need that trailer to come back much more quickly. Quite lined up on that. I need to just pull forward, reline. There. Decoupling and delivered. We made $69,799 on that. So, and we also level up. We like that. Okay, and then also let's go take a look at that bank. So if I take out a $50,000 loan, I can repay one of the $100,000 loans, and we are still left with $20,000, which will keep us floating in the meantime. So we're down to owing 350,000. Actually, we're not actually 350,000 because some of that's been paid down. We owe 332,000. Not a bad amount, but okay. Well, that is where we're going to call the stream. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll talk to you guys next time.